forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
Yeah, even down to these modern day doctors, man. The word doctor means to falsify, and all they want you to do is get doped up on some prescriptions. Like you can go down to this the so-called pharmacy down here, and you can see the lines of people getting lined up to get some dope. When the scriptures tell you that you can use the herbs to heal your illness, man, like B17. Esau has down there eliminated B17 to the point where you really can't afford it.
Yeah.
B17 gets
I can't find it nowhere.
Right.
All right, so these are lies that he perpetuates because he's a harbinger of death, man. Everywhere he goes, like it mentions in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, his ways is of death.
Bitter trees.
Yeah.
He, you can't find bitter almond trees like bitter melon. Those are good for, health purposes. Yeah. So all the bitter things he gets rid of. That's why you don't have bitter melon. You gotta get that out of the country.
Yep.
So like, he lies about
Have it
certain
shipped to you in a box.
He lies about certain things as far as the so-called medical industry goes. Like we said, you can go to, there's different websites like plant.net. All right, you can look up simple remedies. You can look at things such as colloidal silver, colloidal gold. But people trust in their oppression. People trust WebMD. Okay. People trust their local doctor to tell them lies. Like this place right here, the Emory Clinic. Okay?
Right.
A bunch of devils. All right, you so-called hook-nosed Jewish bastards, fake Jews.
No, they run Emory.
All right, because you're just Amalek is the worst thing going right now. That's despicable piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hate that nigga.
Amalek and Jake, neck and neck.
Yeah, they neck and neck, man. All right, but he comes up with these clinics to give you more depth, man.
Yep.
Right? But we come out here to give you life. To tell you, hey, man, if you got a common cold, man, you might just want to take a little bit of water, some cayenne pepper, drink that, and get it over with. But you're gonna go down here to CVS and get some NyQuil that's gonna dope you up and give you all types of adverse effects.
All right. Hey, if I can mention real quick, last night, on the brother's teeth was, one of his teeth, but his tooth was hurting real bad, and he was getting a headache.
Nerves.
Yeah, them nerves. Yeah. They throb all the way up your head. So, he said he gargled the salt water. Because we try to, the Great Millstone. I don't know about the other camps. They probably still go to Esau, but anyway, the apostles pushed to, get into the herbs and get into the different, supplements and certain natural cures. So,
so-called home remedies.
Yeah, home remedies. So, he said he tried the salt water and he said he tried something else too. Oh, well, so I said, well, look, I said, we'll get you some liquor, swish it around in your mouth and spit it out. And that should start numbing the pain. So I think he did that. And I said, then after that, I said, take the wine. Even the scripture talks about use wine for that stomach's sake.
Stomach's sake, yeah.
For so
infirmities.
Yeah, and often infirmities. So I said, use the wine. And then I said, you know what? Which I brought it today. I'm gonna give it to the brother. But the clove oil. Yeah. So clove oil, it's like a natural. It's actually the active ingredient in clove oil is the same thing they put in like certain
aspirin and shit like that. Aspirin. So like your aspirin, with the active product in aspirin is from garlic.
Right.
So like,
but that's another one. But is it not cane? Because they put a lot of the cane that numbs you up too, in Ambisol and Oragel. Mm-hmm. But I forget the active. Matter of fact, I got it right here. But the active ingredient. Let's see what it says. It just gave me that it's just pure clove oil. But anyway, you can use the clove oil or the actual clove, crushed it up, because I think we had some crushed up clove. I put it in the oil and I mixed it around. And I gave it to him and I said, squish it in your mouth and let it sit on your gum. It totally numbed away the pain, man. Because you got to be able to just take, like I did that in like 5 minutes. Yeah.
That's a different type of knowledge.
Some olive oil, some clove oil, and then
somebody get Wisdom of Solomon
7th chapter.
7th chapter.
Yeah.
7 and was that 17?
Yeah, 17, 18.
But that goes into it. That's a form of knowledge to have. That these so-called white people they took away from us. You know. No,
7,
it's
chapter 7.
I believe it's 17.
That's what I thought too.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements.
Yeah, so all of these things that you were saying, that the earth. But listen, Esau can't lie to us and tell us the earth is 9 trillion years old and shit. Man.
Right.
All right? Because what? Part of this wisdom and knowledge that the Lord has given us is to know. Read that again and know. I'm stuck with
Yeah.
to read it again.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. The world was made in the operation. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. So he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the earth was made.
To know how the earth was made. We know enough to know that the earth wasn't created 10 trillion years years ago by some goddamn Big Bang theory. All right? No, just a coincidence happened out of nothing, and then kaboom, here we are. Planets, spirit, everything. You know, here it is.
Ants,
these
amoebas.
devils will have conversations about the reality. I had a guy get in my car yesterday. We were talking about some philosopher was speaking on what's reality. As a matter of fact, when you go to Colossians 1, creating of the invisible and the visible and invisible. I think it's Colossians 1. Because see, these people, there's things that are within this realm that in this physical realm that we in, that goes against their own science. You know, if you believe in the fact of a spirit, Esau knows you have a spirit. Esau knows that there's a spirit in you. So how did a Big Bang theory or Big Bang effect create a spirit?
How did because you gotta remember, a spirit is like it's like a fire. You know, the scripture says that the Heavenly Father is like a consuming fire. So, you know, fire and the spirit, you know, there's light, heat, all of that. How did dormant energy, as they say, void energy, so to speak, or, you know, like everything that became the universe, you know, it exploded from a single point. Potential energy. They say it was potential energy. How did potential energy, create everything you see when the spirit is a constant moving, indestructible force? So that doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. That's an illogical explanation for the workings of the world around you.
That's right. But we know enough because we have an unction from on high to know all things. And I bring that in Colossians first.
This is Colossians 1 and verse 16. For by him were all things created.
Right, so not a coincidental effect that happened a billion plus years ago. And we, like the brother was saying earlier, we went from a little tadpole to a lizard thing, to a lizard
thing,
to a lizard monkey thing, to a monkey human thing, to a human. No, it didn't happen that way. Everything that you see, invisible and visible, was created by Mashiach Yahushua and the holy angels. What?
I'm continue. It says that are in heaven and that are in earth.
So the things that you can see and the things that you can't see were created by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's why we fear the Lord. We don't. There's nothing else to fear. We fear the Creator of the invisible and the visible. Not some devil that lurks in the darkness.
Right.
You know. All right. We fear the Creator of that darkness and the one that created the boogeyman in the darkness.
Shit, for all we know, Esau's got a blind clothes. Esau probably in the laboratory in Emory Clinic right now, creating some kind of concoction for the CDC. Just because it's Saturday and shit, that's the perfect time for him to goddamn create, being there experimenting.
Because that's how Esau is. Esau, they show you that in these shows. Esau is a big mad scientist. Mad scientist, he doesn't go home and you know, play 2K and shit.
Right.
Like,
But
you
he's
leave and you go home to go eat dinner. He's in the office still running, you know, they have a
test.
little recorder and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Test number
test
one.
Number 1,000,001.
Right.
And he'll review that shit. So, he's a wizard.
Fucking warlock.
Read that again.
Wizard.
This is Colossians 1 and 15. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible.
Yeah, but that's what throws off Esau, the so-called white man, the invisible part. Because he's carnal. He's carnal. He doesn't live by faith. Faith wasn't given to him. He's the devil. His faith is in what he can put his hands on. His gun, his money.
Oh shit.
His pseudoscience, right?
Lies on.
You know, that's what his faith is in. See, what makes us powerful is we have faith in something that we can't see ourselves. Matter of fact, will you get Hebrews 11 and 1 real quick? All right? Because we have faith in something that's not present. But it's something that's not here, but we can feel it. That's something you can't explain that to somebody else.
Yeah. Like I say too, even if these devils do see it, that's like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Fiction.
Paranormal.
You know, Jake being the dumbass Jake is, will believe that shit.
Yeah, that's right. That paranormal activity is going to slap a lot of you niggas in the face very soon. Yeah, but,
This is Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
like the kingdom of heaven. We hope for it. We hope that a chariot or from the Most High will come and deliver us. Some of us have seen glimpses. Some brothers have seen glimpses of chariots, but a brother's really never seen a chariot. Like you might see a glimpse of it, like, oh wow, that's a chariot moving up there. But you've never, in a sense, like it's a movie I'm gonna share with you brothers in the group I was watching on Netflix. And they show you that that chariot come, it's gonna be over for Esau, man. And they show you how it's all good. See, right now you might look up and see a chariot, but it don't affect nobody's day. But in the days that's coming, it's gonna manifest itself and it's gonna stop everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I rewatched because they got it now on Netflix, Cloverfield.
Oh yeah.
In the first Cloverfield,
Yeah.
There was in New York City. Remember that you had the one Edomite. He was about to go to Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
That was in the beginning of the movie.
That's the beginning.
Yeah. That's why they having the party. He
They
saw
had
his
a party
brother.
for him, like a farewell
Yeah.
party for him.
Uh-huh.
And what happened? That Leviathan beast thing,
Yeah, that creature.
that creature, it appeared.
Yep.
And it was everything stopped. That's
Yep.
why the scriptures say that the curse that covered the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. So when you see these chariots, everything is gonna stop, man.
Right.
You know.
But right now it's in faith.
Yeah. And that's
We
all.
believe that those are the chariots from the Most High. We believe it through faith.
Yep, and that's Revelation 1 and 7. It says, "All eyes shall wail." It's and all tribes, all peoples of the earth shall wail because of him.
Yep.
So when Yahweh does come back in that chariot, and then he come up with the angels,
Right.
everybody's gonna be wailing and mourning and screaming and dying.
Because it's there.
You know, right?
That's why
All
we're
eyes
here.
shall see him.
We as prophets, we're here to tell the people of the things to come before it happens. But when it happens, we're no longer needed. You know, so continue on and on. Hebrews, if that was it, we go back to Wisdom of Solomon.
This is Hebrews 11. I'm sorry, I go back.
1.
What the fuck is my phone
one.
did, man?
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh.
The world was framed by the words of Yahweh. That's what it says, right? Because why? It tells you that Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, the supreme power, gave the blueprint to Yahweh Shai and the holy angels to create everything we said that we just read in Colossians 1 and 16. Right? See, Esau, you're not fooling us. You know? What is that?
So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Read Colossians 1 and 16 again.
Nah. The man, the camera is bad.
This is Colossians 1 and verse 16.
This is going to be a camera for Wisdom of Solomon.
7. Yeah.
This is first Colossians 1 and 16. For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible.
Visible and invisible. So going into Hebrews, the 11th chapter, it's going into the framing of the earth. The world was framed by the words of the Heavenly Father. Okay? It tells you in Genesis, the first chapter, the powers of the Elohim said, let there be light. That's in the word. Right? Now go back to Wisdom of Solomon 7. Start at 17.
All right, because this was Solomon 7 verse 17. For he had given me certain knowledge of all things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements,
Keep going.
the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons,
That's right.
the circuits of years and the positions of stars.
Like Esau will tell us that winter doesn't start till December 23rd.
Yep.
But what cuts that? Scriptures. Because when you go into Hanukkah, it tells you it say Yahushua, and they kept the feast of dedication in the winter. We just came out of Hanukkah.
Yep.
So the scriptures clearly tell you that winter don't start December 23rd in the winter solstice. And Esau says it does. We already in winter. We're already in the fourth season.
Yep.
But Esau will tell you the fourth season started Deuteronomy, December the 23rd. And then the new year comes what? January 1st.
Yeah.
Listen, if you play a basketball, right? The game don't end until 4 quarters is over. You can't say the game ended 3 minutes into the fourth. You just walk off the court. That's it. You know, it's 7 minutes left in the game, but game over to me. That's how you look worship. That's how you look celebrating on New Year's Eve, January 1st.
But that's Esau for you, man. That goes back into Jeremiah 17:4. Discontinues from your heritage, man. He gets you to go like January 1st, man. You worshiping Janus, the Roman god, man. So he keeps you perpetually going off, man. That's why we out here to tell you to come back, man. Come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, man.
Yeah, because this is true knowledge. This is knowledge like you were going into just something as simple as healing yourself, dealing with a toothache, arthritis, things of that nature. The spirit of the Lord, what? It gives you this other knowledges that come along with it. You know, we have all of this knowledge. That's what we're going into, which is part of our heritage. We're a nation. We're a nation of know-it-alls. That's why Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, tells you that all nations shall flow unto us and say, teach us your ways. Because they don't got the answers.
Yeah, that's right.
We have the answers, but our people, because they hate their own, they don't want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
That's why you can tell you like we were saying off camera, you can go to your mother, your father, sister, your rib, whoever, and tell them, hey, nah, you don't got to do that. You're dealing with this. Listen, take this, take that, drink some alkaline water with some lemon, right? Pray over it. You'll be good. They don't want to hear that shit. They want a devil, and I think you called for this. Matter of fact, was it Job 13?
Yep.
They want you to have on a white
Lab coat.
White lab coat with your name embroidered in it with MD behind it.
Yeah, MD. Yeah.
You know, with a prescription pad, and they'll believe that shit.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell them something as simple as, listen, just eat more cilantro. You know, drink more cilantro, drink water, you'll be all right. Nah, they want to take some powerful ass pill that's gonna make their ride not work.
Yeah, like that, what's that shit, man? That goodies powder shit?
Oh, shit.
That shit, man, you should know off the top, man, that shit is not good for you, man.
I remember out of the world I took that shit, man. That shit is. I remember when I took it, I'm like, man, this shit ain't right, man. Fucking little, come in a little weirdo packaging. You open it up and it's all powder.
It look like it's just legal dope. Yeah, legal coke.
Like dope.
Yeah, it look like dope.
And you know, Jake in the South, see, you know, that's a real Southern thing. You know, these country niggas do that shit. And they'll take that shit raw. My mom used to take that shit straight to the mouth.
Ugh.
You know, most niggas mix it in water and shit, right?
Yeah.
Nah, put it in your mouth and just wash it down. I'm like, I did that shit one time. Like, man, I'd never take this shit away. Give me the pain. Joe. Well, bring out your precept.
Because, our people don't consider the things that we're telling them. Ultimately, they don't consider Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because in order to get our knowledge and our understanding, who gave it to us? You know?
Yeah.
But this is Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
Yep.
They do not consider. And that's why they're just a gathering of idiots. This scripture says, Sodom's children.
Yeah, yeah. The Lord said that.
Yeah. Out of the Lord's mouth, he called his own people stupid. Go ahead, bring it up.
Now, this is Isaiah 31:1. We'll start with 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
Yeah, so whatever Esau tell our people believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter what it is, they believe it. Because they trust in Egypt. It's kind of like that's what's so bold about what we're doing, because we boldly stand against this place.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it says in 2 Corinthians 6 about the spiritual warfare, the grabbing, the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This knowledge that our people have, this is a stronghold. They've been being indoctrinated with this shit since they was 3, 4, 5 years old, man.
Yeah.
We trying to wake up, shake us in their 40s and 50s. That's a lot of washing shit away, man.
I mean, it can happen, but you know, yeah.
It's of the Lord, man.
You can't put old wine in new bottles, man.
See, it's hard enough putting new wine in new bottles.
Yeah.
Because I'm young. I want to go have fun. I go fuck fun.
T1, because they are many, and in horsemen,
Because it's many. See, with this, it's like you basically going against the whole world of knowledge. So, see what I'm saying? I mean, there's many, and there's a thing. Matter of fact, somebody Google groupthink on their phone. I would if we were screaming off mine. Somebody get groupthink. The basic definition. Because that's what our people suffer from. Again, we already established about a week or so ago that the people on our side, the 2/3 of our people, they're natural born followers, man.
Yeah.
So anything these other nations say, they just go along with it because why? The group follows. You know?
I got on group thing. It says there's a psychological phenomenon that occurs within a group of people in which the desire for harmony or conformity.
Conforming, yep.
Conformity, yeah.
Get Jeremiah 2. We already went there, but just go to Jeremiah 2 and 22. That 2 and 22 and 2 and 33.
2 and 33.
2 and 33. Yeah. Keep going.
Kind of conformity in the group results in an irrational or dysfunctional decision-making outcome.
And stop there and read Jeremiah 2 and 33.
this is Jeremiah 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Seek love. That's really what groupthink is. It's a matter of I don't want to feel the anxiety of standing away from everybody, so I'm just gonna go along with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Matter of fact, get Psalms 1 and start at the top. Hold that. Because I remember when I was younger and shit, you know, and being here in Georgia while they get the scriptures, I remember when they started rolling out I remember the first year that Georgia rolled out uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm in my 30s, so I remember this is like right after '99 when Columbine happened.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when they started rolling out these uniforms in schools. Because when Columbine happened, that was in '99. It was the white kids with the trench coats and shit. So they said, hey, the best way for us to make sure that this don't happen is we'll make all of you dress the same. Put on the white collar shirt, the khakis, and all that shit, right? So I remember my father, I was just like, I don't want to wear that shit, man. Young Jake, I wear my, polo or Tommy Hilfiger at the time. I want to wear my J's, like, fuck that shit, So, but it would show you, like we were saying, the spirit prepping you. So I remember when I was in school at the time, right? My dad, he fought tooth and nail for me not to wear uniforms, right? And the spirit was on him for me not to do it. So he wrote a letter to the board, the education, to the superintendent. It was like, man, nah, my son doing this because he went into the whole fact of how they did the Jews over there in Germany. They put him in. He's like, nah, it takes away from his individual. Why didn't the school branded that shit? I'm like, literally, like me and like 2 other people in the whole county We're the only ones that's not wearing uniforms.
Yeah.
Right? But what comes with it, I'm saying all that to say not as a braggadocious point, but to make a point that what happens? You stand out.
Yep.
You are now the only person in the school while everybody else is in khakis and white collar shirts. You're in jeans and polos and striped shirts and all that shit. So now all eyes is on you. Now I remember I told this girl at the time, a girl that I knew at the time, my family and her family, we were close. So my family told her family, hey, well, you know, just write this letter, and she ain't gotta wear that shit. You know, like imagine if you get a cheat code on something, you wear that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. Me and you, we can only be the only, you know, you young, you know. So you know what she did? She didn't want to do that shit. Why? Group thing. Because she didn't want to stand out. Because that's, like I said, that's a lot of eyes on you. Like you stand in, you stand with the group when it's like there's no eyes on me. I'm just in my khakis and my shirt, and I'm just a normal student. I don't want to be the us and them person. You see what I'm saying? So read Jeremiah 2:33. Our people, they don't want to stand alone.
This is Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore,
So instead of not eating pork, I'm gonna eat pork because everybody eats pork.
Yep.
I'm not gonna not celebrate Christmas. I'm gonna celebrate it because everybody celebrates it.
Yep.
Like when you come into this truth, the first thing, one of the main demons you realize real quick in this, it's a lot of fucking holidays. You learn real quick, like, God damn. Because you got a job, but we gotta work jobs. You know, especially if you work customer service, field or whatever, you realize like, God damn, I just battled, like, it's like me, I don't work that shit no more. But, you know, when I did, what did Jake just deal with? Halloween. So they had to battle that demon. Right? And you be like, yes, you got through that. Now Thanksgiving is waiting on your ass.
Yeah.
So then you're like, fuck, okay. Battle through that Thanksgiving demon. Where'd you go for Thanksgiving? What you doing for Thanksgiving? So you battle that shit, you defeat it. Yeah, okay. What's waiting on you? Christmas. A month later. Then right after the Christmas, New Year's Eve. Right? Then a few months later, Valentine's Day. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you're the outsider. Because you don't celebrate none of that shit no more. Because we didn't trim us our ways. We're actually taking on the fatness of the scriptures. We're not trimming our ways to fit in with this world no more. That's why we grow our beards. That's why we don't line our hair up no more. That's why we don't do the things of the world. Bring it up.
This is 1 Corinthians 4:10. We are fools for Yahushua HaMashiach's sake.
Yep.
But we are wise in Yahushua.
Yeah, we're fools to the people of the world. This guy's a fool, man. What you mean you don't celebrate Christmas, man?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Man, come on, man. You serious? So we look foolish to the people because these people they have the power. You know, they have the numbers on their side. You know how crazy it is when you tell people you don't do Halloween? What do you mean? It's for the kids. Have fun. Or especially, or you really deal with demons. You got children. Like I have a daughter. People, man, when you and your daughter, you know, you gotta go. She go over to a friend's house. You tell her, nah, she don't eat. You know, that's fine pizza, but you know, we don't eat. You know, no pepperoni. No. What? But you gotta stand on that. What you gonna do? Eat the pork because it makes motherfuckers feel comfortable?
Hell no.
What's it say? If somebody, I forget what that's at. Is that in Acts? Go to Acts 4th chapter. Acts 4. Should we obey men for the Most High? I think it's Acts 4 and
Oh, Acts 5:29.
it's 5 and 29.
Yeah.
5 and 29.
I believe that's 5:29.
We are weak, but we are strong.
Yeah, we look weak to the people. It's just you, right? It's just you battling all these elements. But we're strong because we have the mighty words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why our strength lies. And we find strength and comfort in it. The Most High is pleased with us going against this place and doing what He commanded us to do. The Most High is pleased with the fact that we celebrated Hanukkah.
Yep.
While you people was out here celebrating Thanksgiving, or not ready to, or getting ready to, you know, you already seen the store, man. They already.
We were just talking about that.
They got Christmas lights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Christmas Santa Claus statues.
Christmas tree.
Well, down here they gonna start bringing out all that peanut oil because you know Jake like to fry them turkeys, man.
All them big rocks are stacked up. Deep fried turkey and shit, man.
Yeah, goddamn, the ones you put in the ground, you should be half off.
Yeah.
Especially with Black Friday.
Forget about it. That's another one. You got that in, what's that in Acts? You got that?
This is Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men.
Yeah. So we look weak because we obey something that people can't see.
Yep.
People look at you crazy. Like when you tell people, well, why don't you do this? You might tell your family because the Bible says so.
Yep.
And they look at you like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Living in that time.
Because they can't see that we have a true fear of the Most High. They don't see, they can't receive the fear that we have in the Heavenly Father. That's why we do what we do. That's why, it's a Sabbath. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't mess with that. I don't do that. You see what I'm saying? But because why? We trust in the Lord. We fear the Lord. You know?
Alright, continue on. Acts 5. This is Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of our fathers, right? It's like, I'm reading that again. This is Acts 5:30. Yahweh of our fathers raised up Yahushua, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
Yep, and see that at one time people did see that, but we're in a time now that's not seen. So we're trusting in a spirit of something that we didn't see.
Yep.
So you can't explain to people why you do what you do because they can't see it. They can't see what we see.
Hey, the reason why they can't see it, number one, it wasn't given to them. And when you read the scriptures, the only ones that can really see are the prophets. The majority of Israel didn't see. There's certain ancient kings that were rulers of Israel, but they couldn't see. But King David could see because King David was a king and a prophet.
Prophet king.
You know, Solomon as well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was a prophet king.
Prophet king.
Warrior king.
He had the whole package.
You know? Certain Israelites can't see because they never had the sight.
They're not on that level. Like Apostle Gabar was going into these levels to this, man. You know? Just because you know you're an Israelite, so? I mean, niggas, you know how many Israelites know that they're Israelites? Think about what, see what I'm saying? So what you just learned, what you already were.
Yeah.
Like when these black women, they try to they want to brag to you. Yeah, I'm going back natural. I'm going natural. No, you were natural, and you decided not to be natural. So you want to praise you because you only doing what's naturally occurs?
Like if you just don't put that damn number 20 yaki in your head,
or perm or
you
whatever.
have an afro and you be natural. You get the cornrows, just like
It's
every
that
other black in prison do.
Basically, you know?
You know?
Bring out them scriptures. Yeah, bring out to Matthew 13. Matter of fact, no, bring out the Amos 3 first, and then go to Matthew 13. Amos 3 and 6. 3 and 6 and 3 and 7. It's either 3 and 6 or 3 and 7.
This is Amos.
Lord, yeah.
I got you. This is Amos 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
That's right. And we believe through faith that we're those servants because we see things that other people can't see. Like for instance, one thing that we can see. We can see martial law coming.
Hell yeah.
The average person don't see the city. The average person cannot see America as a whole shut down. You see what I'm saying? Most people can't see that. We can see this so-called white man going into slavery. But the average Jake, what do you mean? You tell Jake, I remember I had a conversation with a family member and I said, America's gonna fall. Just like Rome fell, Greece fell, Egypt fell, they all fell. So America is gonna fall too.
You want the kingdom to come.
But they can't, but that's something they can't see. They can't, what do you mean it's gonna fall? That's why if you can tell Jake see all this shit in the news about the dollar being devalued and people denouncing the dollar and all that. But in their mind, they're like, oh, well, we'll just go to another currency. They can't see, like, when the American dollar falls, that's it. They can't see that that's it. They just think, oh, well, we went from this money, we'll just go to that money.
But our people are hypocrites because in the churches, don't they say the Lord's Prayer? That's calling for the kingdom of heaven. That's calling for the destruction of America, for Esau to go into slavery. But they can't see it.
Thou will be done.
Yeah.
That's it. And what's in heaven is the invisible. That's it.
And while the Terry showing himself, that's the invisible showing himself in the visible.
That's it. That's it. When we manifest more women, part of the number from the New Jerusalem, it's going to manifest.
Like Israel being God's in the earth, it's invisible to see because we got talents and abilities that only the angels and how y'all know.
Right.
But we're going to manifest angelic God-like abilities in the physical.
And we can see it happen.
See it happen.
It's faith. Hebrews 11.
Pulling the tree out from the roots.
We believe it. We believe in faith that if we be part of that number, one man shall put 1,000 to flee. We believe it. To flight, yeah. Come. Bring out what you have.
This is First Colossians.
Colossians. You keep saying First Colossians.
Colossians.
It's not like First Corinthians.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now you good, bro. You good.
Colossians 1:26. Even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints.
The mystery that was hidden. It was invisible. It was unheard. But now it's manifested. And it starts off with the prophet speaking it to existence.
That's right.
Okay? Like Esau preaches out as far as like positive thinking. If you think it and you say it, it'll happen. That's what we're doing. Okay? We're reading the scriptures. We're reading the scriptures. Alright? And because we have the insight, that spiritual vision, the Holy Spirit, we can see, so we can see martial law happen.
Yeah.
We can see the chip being made mandatory. We can see brothers getting spiritual power and World War III, the nukes. We can see all of that. Alright? And because we can see it, we speak it. And as we speak it, it becomes manifest. Okay? It becomes manifest. This mystery is can I get one scripture?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Can I get Revelation 10? Revelation 10. Revelation 10. 7.
This is Revelation 10 and verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound.
That's not the seventh. We're in the midst between the sixth and the seventh angel. We're blowing that trumpet. Okay? We're speaking. We're that voice.
That's right.
Okay? Speaking the prophecies. Alright? Making the mystery that was hidden known. Alright? Go ahead.
We're showing it.
Because we showed it, and because we can see it, we can speak it. Okay? Go ahead.
Con, the mystery of the Most High shall be finished.
The mystery shall be finished. Because the mysteries are manifesting themselves now. Okay? Everything that, the secrets of the scriptures, who are the Israelites,
Who's Esau?
that's manifested because the prophets spoke about you so-called blacks, fans of Native Americans, starting with Alpha you're the Israelites. Now we're seeing Israelite camps everywhere.
Yep.
It's manifested, man.
The second Thessalonians 2.
Yep.
Mystery of iniquity.
Yep.
It's not a mystery no more.
Right. It's not a mystery no more.
Because it was revealed.
Because it's revealed. And we know that it's a so-called white man, which is Esau. Edom in the Bible. Okay?
Beautiful.
Read that again from the top.
Con, this is Revelation 10 and verse 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of the Most High should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets.
As he did what?
As he declared to his servants the prophets.
As he declared, because the prophets are the ones that can see. Okay? This truth is getting ready to take over the whole planet.
That's right.
This truth is getting ready to take over the universe, man. Okay? All right? All them because the mansions are the planets, man. For those that say contrary, the mansions are the planets. The Howard Shah and the angels are preparing the planets, man. We're going to be from here in Jerusalem and on earth. We're going to be out in the different galaxies, man. Bringing in the kingdom of heaven. Bringing it to reality. Okay?
Scriptures tell you in
Marvelous things are getting ready to
if I
happen.
can add to what you're saying, scriptures tell you in Isaiah the 2nd chapter that the nation, their sword shall be beaten in the plowshare.
Yep.
There's no nation that's going to ever step up against us. So when you think about Esau and all these other lower level societies or kingdoms that's ever ruled, they got to divide up their power or their energy into protecting and expansion. See, during war times, you don't really expand. You're in protecting mode. But when we're in the kingdom of heaven, exactly, when we're in the kingdom of heaven, there's not going to be no war. So we're just going to be in the spirit of just expanding.
Yep.
The elected in Yahweh Shai cannot be, boxed into just the planet Earth.
Yeah, that's right.
Forever. Come on now.
Hey, there shall be continual employment, not continual war. There shall be continual employment. Okay? Everybody gets a job.
Yeah,
Like
man.
right around these destitute areas of the city, and you see like this place closed down and boarded up buildings, and business went out of business and shit. Hey, the kingdom of heaven ain't gonna be no. Hey, employment is gonna be at 1,000%.
Right.
Okay, surplus of work. There ain't gonna be no shut down buildings like, well, we shut this down, it wasn't profitable. No.
Liquidated.
Yeah, right, Can I get, go back, since the brother said they go to Matthew 13. Shake the dust off that one. 13 and 7.
Oh, yeah, yep. Well, yeah, I kind of referenced it, but
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too, yep.
This is Matthew 13 and verse 7. And some fell amongst thorns.
13 and 7?
Nah, what is that?
Yeah.
John.
Or read 8. What does 8 say?
Verse 8 says, but other fell into good ground.
Read 9. Salaki.
9. All right, this is Matthew 13 and verse 9. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou to them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Which would have been the prophets. It's only given to the prophets.
But to them it is not given.
The rest of the nation. That's why you got a lot of Jake now, like you were saying. The word, it manifested, that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites. And you got a lot of people that know they're Israelites, but that's where it stops.
Yeah.
They don't know the mysteries.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Keep going on that line.
Yep.
John, I'm going to continue to verse 12. It says, whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not,
What's that abundance? The spirit.
He's gonna go on, that brother that has it, he gonna go in the spirit.
Go in the spirit.
John,
What did David say? King David say? His cup runneth over. And our cup, his cup was running over. Our cup in the spirit is running over in the spirit. Starting with the apostles and elders. Right? Because that's where it starts at.
Yep.
Right? Like when they say water flows down mountain, so it starts at the top of the mountain with the apostles and elders, and it flows down to the rest of us. That's how the spirit works. All right. So again, with this, don't get cute with it. You know how Jake get cute with stuff, and they think, oh, I woke up in a trance and I saw a new vision.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
That's what you're saying, that you have to have a man that's Romans 10. You have to have somebody, a teacher, break it down to you.
Jake started thinking, now the Lord revealed it to me.
Oh yeah.
Who he revealed it to.
There was a new vision on.
Back in the day, and then them men taught other men.
Yeah, rock face.
Turn their hearts to the Father and the Father.
They showed it to me.
But whosoever hath not from him shall be taken away, even that he hath.
That's right.
Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see and see not, and hearing they hear not.
That's what we do. We understand the parable, so we just come out here and continue on in that spirit. That's why the masses of the people, they don't understand what we're saying, because it's a parable. You know, but that's cool. That's beautiful. That's really that's a beautiful thing right there. That's why Yahushua was breaking. That's why Yahushua was breaking it down to the disciples, because it was like, hey, don't worry about them not getting it.
Right.
All right, don't worry about them not getting it. You got it. You're good. You can count yourself blessed.
Yeah, but that's contrary to what this world teaches, because they teach that John 3:16, for God so loved the world. You know, they don't go into the scriptures and find out what that world means.
Or any of the words.
Yeah, any of the words. So the Lord is clearly saying there's only a certain few who's going to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and that's the elect of the nation of Israel. No other nation, okay? And there's only the Israel of the Most High.
That's right.
Can I add to your point?
That's
When
right.
you go back to the precept, Isaiah 45 and 7, it's going to show you that world that's going to be having the everlasting salvation, that world is going to be a world unto itself.
Yep.
It's going to be a world taken out of the people of Israel. And that's going to be what? The new world to come in the kingdom of heaven, the new earth and the new
12 gates of it.
That's right.
You know?
If it was open to everybody, listen. If your house is, if you have your house open to everybody, why would you put a fence around it?
Right.
Going back to that noble God. You said, build that fence around his garden.
That's right.
Why is he trying to chop down the wild grapes, which are wild niggas?
Right. Because that's not always talking about other nations. It's keeping the wicked of our people out from getting within this holy temple, man.
That's right.
Everybody didn't make it into the ark.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Y'all must have forgotten.
Let him do his piece of that and jump back to it. This is Isaiah 6 and 9.
I was just thinking that.
And he's saying, go and tell this people, hear ye, indeed, but understand not.
Yeah, they're not gonna understand because they're not part of that royal prophetic brotherhood. Because when you look in the even the scholars got that right. When you look at first Peter's, what is that? The royal precept. First Peter's 2. When you read First Peter's 2 and it goes into that royal precept, you're gonna commentate and say it's a prophetic brotherhood. Yeah, it's a prophetic brotherhood. You know? So when you understand that, it's the people that's gonna get it is the prophets. The 144,000 are all prophets. All right. Go ahead.
And see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Yeah, these people, especially of our nation, they don't perceive what's happening. Here it is, the world is coming to an end. You know, like literally.
It's the end of the world
It's
as we
the
know
end
it.
of the world as we know it.
That's right.
Is that his favorite Edomite song?
Yeah.
As we know it. You know? But these people, they walk about their day and go on. And they watch these movies, Cloverfields, The Fifth Waves, you know, all these movies where people are just, you know, they're happy, they're playing with the dog, and then kaboom, shit hits the fan.
All of a sudden,
Yeah, all of it.
like,
Hey, even remember when we went to go see The Purge? Remember when Jake was sitting in front of us in the back of us, and we was getting spiritual and breaking down scriptures, and brothers printing out precepts in the movie. Jake was like,
oh, Jake was laughing.
Jake was laughing. Jake was like, I gotta hurry up and smoke me a blunt when I get home. They just thought it was some entertainment.
Yeah, Jake thought it was a joke.
Yeah, they think it was a joke. Hey, ain't gonna be no joke out here soon, man.
Well, I say it's 65. I say it's 65.
65. My favorite character in that movie was fucking Skeletor, man.
Oh yeah,
That's what I like
yeah.
to say too. In Ezekiel 33,
Skeletor was a big one.
33rd verse. And in that day, that's your know there shall be prophets among them. You know?
Yep.
They gonna know.
But we ain't gotta be in front of it. We gonna be part of invisible.
Yeah, we're gonna be invisible. Some of us are gonna be literally invisible.
Yeah.
Invisible. We gonna transit out of the. We got that number. We'll transit out of the flesh.
Disappear on their ass.
To the invisible. And then you just gonna be stuck in what you see. And all you gonna see in that day is destruction. And lamentation to glory. And destruction. Okay? We go.
T1, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy.
Yeah, their ears heavy. They don't hear us. We really are speaking. We're speaking a new language. You know? Thick skull niggas, man.
Well, it mentions in Revelation 4. So like it mentions in Revelation 14, we speaking a new song, man. Jake just want to hear that same old trap music. You know, we singing a song that's refreshing, man. Jake don't want to hear that. Could you put it on Future, please?
Yeah,
that's how Jake
classical,
wants. Yeah, it's classical.
You know, like I said, I think I said a few weeks ago. You know,
Yeah.
when I Uber and shit, I have, you know, I play like a smooth type music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just chill music. You know, like how you came in with the other day to the spirit, like you know, you play like that old '90s softer music. Like, you know that spirit.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
play like Jill Scott in the car, shit like that. There'd be a nigga woman behind me with a headphone. You know, the song might go. It might be the break in between. That nigga listening to goddamn Young Nudy shit.
Oh hell no, man.
You can hear what they listen to. Don't deal with no bitch that listens to Young Nudy. That's what she's like to say.
Like I say too, Mama Zappa, I was at work. They paired me up with this school partner. And I was in the passenger seat, asleep, listening to some French jazz singers. And you know, but he had, you know,
He said,
French. They feel like a nigga.
yeah, you know, I woke up. He was like, hey, what's that listening to? And I told him what I was listening to. He's like, yeah, very interesting, man. You know, see, that sounds beautiful, man.
But this song, like the brother saying, and then you got Jake that know the Israelites, and they want to remix it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like how what's the here it is. You got somebody like a beautiful song from like Shaka Khan or somebody. Or something. Original live band and shit. And here it is. What's that nigga? JJ.
JJ Fish.
JJ Fish, yeah.
Yeah, JJ Fish. Here he comes. He's trying to sing shit. And then you got niggas that listen to it and be like, yo, that's the shit right there. What them niggas is into.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Why y'all hating?
Y'all ain't got the truth.
Throw that new JJ Fish on.
Okay, that's what y'all want to listen to. Okay, keep going.
And shut their eyes.
They can't see. We be out here. Everywhere in the city, man. You know, like we went into the fact, man, we've been in all the hot zones of the city. We in the hot zone. We in a hot zone now.
Yeah.
You know, we be everywhere. Think about your time in the camp, depending on what camp and city you in, right? Like the brothers in New York, we'll use them as an example. When they was in Times Square, how many people have seen them teach the word?
That's right.
Millions of people have seen them teach the word. I would go as far as say tens of millions have seen Apostle Tahar teach the word.
Yeah.
30 years in New York.
For 30
I didn't want to sound crazy because, you know, Jake, I hate it. They ban worshipers. I want to say goddamn anywhere, you can say close to 100 million.
Yeah. Over the years,
Double
yeah.
on us, man. Yeah, hell with that. Hey, man, probably over 10.
I say it's at least 10 million people. And then YouTube.
Yeah,
And then you can't forget it's just our regular, you know, everyday life. People see us. We still shine our light even when we in our day-to-day lives. So how many people have seen us, but they don't perceive those are the men of the Lord? Keep going.
Lest they see with their eyes and understand with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
Oh, converted. Scriptures, when you read in the New Testament, it speaks about the converts. Those were Israelites. All right? Apostle Rumlove, I believe, was going into that last week in that camp. To be converted to something needs to be brought back to the truth. So therefore, you had to already have had the truth. You had to come back to the truth. That means you would have had to already have the truth. All right? Now, is that it on that? Matter of fact, keep going. Keep going in there.
Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted.
Again, all the haughty looks of men is going to fail them. Because the Most High already, it is written. That's a mystery right there. Like how you was going into the fact, like all you Egyptology.
Oh yeah.
All of you people, you can't see it right now. You can't see that what you believe in is failing. It's failing. But when the cities are wasted, oh, you gonna know very well then that the black woman is surely not God.
Yep.
Right.
You'll know then.
They would say, that's not a woman up there in that ship. That's the man of men. The man of men.
Yeah, right?
Son of man comes.
Son of man.
Son of man.
All right? The anointed one.
The anointed.
All right? Let's see it with how much power the black woman has when the city shut down.
Right.
All right?
Cut my lights back.
What did Polite say? Polite said money is his religion and the black woman is his God. Well, let's just see how much power either one of those have.
Yeah, in
the
that
time
day.
to come.
Yep.
All right? Go.
Without inhabitant, and the houses without man.
Yep. So when the city gets shut down, when martial law happens, the pestilence, the famine, that's when our people are going to consider Hosea 5 and 15 if somebody want to get down. Yep. Go ahead.
And the land be utterly desolate.
And the land be utterly desolate. That's when it's going. That's when you people are going to be rude for a rude awakening. You're going to sober up from this Babylon. This is it's like a drink, right? Babylon. This Babylonian juice.
Babylon.
This wine. The wine of the oppressor. You got to sober up quick. When there ain't no food out here, when you niggas can't eat this GMO, when there ain't no, you just out here. You know, you've been living your life on I'm gonna do this in 6 months.
Yep.
Type of energy. So now I don't know if you're gonna make it. It's gonna be a hope and a prayer to cross the street. That's a whole different.
You tell your front doorstep.
Right.
They show you that in Bushwick.
Yeah, they show that in Bushwick.
Shit, as soon as they came outside.
It was just on.
Yep, it was on.
It was just on for that woman. You know.
And the black woman.
Cloverfield.
Yep, Cloverfield.
Oh yeah.
Hey, black women on social media are notorious. Inject too. These niggas too. Posting 2018 wasn't my year. With 2019, I'm securing the bag. That bag gonna have holes in it, man.
That bag gonna have.
Find yourself in a body bag.
Yeah, the
Find
body.
yourself right. That's the only bag that's gonna be secured. We secured the body in the body bag.
That bag gonna have a chip in it.
Right.
Basically.
It's gonna be a
What that Hosea 5
garbage
is.
bag.
This is Hosea 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
Yep, so what we reading in Isaiah the 6th chapter, when the city is desolate, that's when they're going to seek the Lord. Because it's right now they're living on high. You know, niggas are still. You look on social media, you figure rappers riding around in fucking Rolls Royce SUVs and shit, Ferrari trucks. I remember when I was up in Sandy Springs there, I seen an Edomite in a Ferrari truck, man. I was like, God damn. You know? Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
see, that's what I'm saying. These people are living it up, man. Right now, because it's still, this place is fat. Matter of fact, go to Joel 3 and 13 real quick.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Definitely go back. And go back to Matthew 13, yeah? Joel 3 and 13. Because like you said, they're waxing fat here, man. So you know what? They can't hear. What you do, like, a nigga, you tell a nigga, like, yeah, man, you know the world is coming to an end. This is it, man. What, nigga? I just bought a Bentley truck.
Hell yeah.
I just got paid 50 racks last night. I got a Ferrari truck from the 30s. Come on. Jake ain't hearing that shit. But you know what? Jake gonna feel it.
Hell yeah.
And that Ferrari, when there ain't no gas out here, and everybody's on his ass because he's the man with the Ferrari truck.
Yeah. And when they said that I Am Legend, he had all them keys, he just pulled out in that blue, what was that? A blue?
Look like a expedition or something.
What was it? Not, it was supposed to, no, he was in that red.
He was in that Mustang.
Yeah, Mustang in the beginning, yeah. You know, and he put the keys on the thing when he walked in the house. He had all the luxury car keys on the side. Cause, hey man, when these calamities hit, only the strong will survive. Right? But then even before that, it's not gonna mean nothing to have all them luxury cars and stuff, man. You're gonna be trying to trade your Ferrari for something to eat, man. You know?
The world is gonna be on your ass, man. Listen, when this city shut down, niggas is not gonna ransack the bluff. Right? The bluff is not gonna be ransacked. Niggas in the bluff. I'm gonna go to West Paces Ferry, New North Side, Riverside Road, Nice Ass Road, East Sullivan, Buckhead. These niggas is gonna be hungry. Alright? The niggas that live up here in North Jewel Hills is not going to the south side looking for resources.
Hell no.
This is Ezekiel 7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
So all these riches, all these cars, money, all that's not going to matter in that day, man.
Oh, well, that cuts the idea that the market of beasts is money.
Right. Or the worship of money.
To worship money, you gotta think, right? So if you worship something, why would you cast it in the streets? Right. Come on, man.
Well, yeah, if you worship it and that's your God, shouldn't it save you?
Shouldn't it save you?
Niggas gonna
Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver to you.
You see these niggas that be downtown, they wearing fitted caps and hats and all type of wild shit.
Right.
They just out there, man.
Right, no sign,
no
they
sign,
just out,
no nothing.
they just out there.
You know, they teaching that the fact that the market of beasts is the worship of money.
Yeah.
So that means everybody out here already has the market of beasts. Because we live in a world where everybody worships money. And like somebody said, what does that mean? Does that mean LeBron James has more of the beast than you?
Right. He got more
Does
marks
Floyd
than you.
Mayweather have more of the mark than you? Who has more of the beast? Floyd Mayweather or Boosie? These is nigga arguments. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Foolishness. But believe it. If you believe if that's what you believe, believe it.
Hey, that's why the scriptures say those, the vain talkers, the circumcision, it says whose mouths must be stopped.
Yep.
The Lord's gonna stop all that foolishness and all them false prophecies and doctrines.
Because it's not it wasn't manifest. That's not what the Lord manifested.
Right, it's not manifest.
That's not what the Lord manifested.
Yep.
You know, he might have manifested that to you. He might have manifested to you with a demon.
Yeah.
Market of beast really is M&M's. Yo, I can see it. Yo, I can see it.
When you take the M and the other M, when you put it together, the M on the it's a mark.
And yo, you turn the M sideways and put a mark. MD, mark of the beast.
Oh my goodness. M&M's on the mark.
M&M's on the mark of the beast. Don't eat them.
Don't eat them. They got pork in them.
You see?
You see how it's a mark of the beast?
I can see it. I can see it.
If you put it in your mouth and it melts.
It gets in the bloodstream.
If it don't melt, if it
melts in your mouth and not in your hand.
But if it melts in your hand,
You got the mark in your hand. You got the mark in your hand, goddamn.
because it's melted.
Can't even get mad at it. It's funny. And then you eat it. See, you've been thinking about them M&Ms. You was craving them. So you was thinking of that's your thoughts. You was thinking about them.
Peanuts in them, that's the worst part. In your forehead.
That's the mark. And then niggas will be, that's right, I do it all along.
I knew it. I knew that shit, bro. I'm just telling what to do.
See, GMS, they ain't got it.
Yeah, it's gonna be another GMS so-called expose video on that. Tahar was lying to us about the chip. Chip. Tahar.
It's not chip, it's candy.
It ain't chips, it's candy. You niggas is through, man. Hey, stupid niggas, but hey, I want to see if y'all gonna take that chip. If it's not bad, take it. Right? If you don't believe that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, you have to take it.
And they don't take it because they don't believe it. So they're not going to have say Isaiah 33:6. They're not going to know. They're not going to be stable enough to not take it.
Revelation 3 and 10.
Yep.
Because thou hast not kept my my words patiently, then I shall not what's it say? Matter of fact, get that real quick. Revelation 3 and 10. We're gonna go back to 13, Matthew 13, but real quick, just get that and drop everything else after that. We'll just go back to Matthew 13. This is
We'll step way back into it.
Right.
This is Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
And these other camps, the Lord's not gonna keep them from the hour of temptation because they didn't keep the words.
Yep.
Nah, it ain't that. It's this.
They ain't gonna tempt you.
Nah, it ain't this. It's that. They didn't keep the words of the Lord and patiently waiting. So that they got bored basically.
Yeah.
How was y'all saying your patience possess ye your souls?
See?
They didn't do that.
They didn't do it. So the Lord is not going to preserve you. Put even more evil spirits on you. Don't be surprised when these nigga camps start, see the prove to y'all that the GMS is wrong about the chip. We got chips.
Yeah, they gonna do that. Yeah, they gonna be like,
You see? This ain't it. Where's the destruction?
Hey, I'm waiting for that, IUIC. ASAP said he was going to take it. I'm waiting for IUIC ASAP.
Oh, hell yeah.
That video drop. Them taking that market.
See, I hate the
They
story.
already got it.
See, I hate the story. Oh my God, man. Niggas a bunch of idiots. Matter of fact.
hey, can I bring us?
Yeah, bring it out, man.
All right, this is 2 Timothy 4, verse 3. I'm gonna start at 2 again. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Verse 3, for the time will come, they will not endure sound doctrine,
Yep, that's now.
but after their own
And
lust.
it's only going to increase.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Manifesting.
It's manifested and it's going to only increase. The scriptures tell you, for many false prophets have entered the world.
Yeah.
More false prophets are going to arise.
And righteous prophets.
Yep. But you gotta be ready for the false prophets. It's gonna come. They says the scriptures also say that those false prophets shall work many miracles.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised when if Satan start giving these false niggas spiritual powers
Yeah.
on the left hand side.
Well, it's going to have to be through, means, maybe technological means. Because when the Magi and Moses went against each other, they had the spells and the staffs and stuff. Moses was just straight with the spirit. He just followed the commandments that
Spoke
Yahweh gave him. Yeah, he just spoke it. But the beast come with what? With technological advancements, man.
Yep.
The mark. All that's gonna woo these people, man. Oh man, you're not gonna have to worry about. Hey man, that chip is gonna be like the main part of that.
Yep.
Because what can the chip do? Oh, the chip. If you lose your arm, you can get a prosthetic arm and have the chip in your brain.
Yep.
And you can move your arm with just a thought. That's a miracle. These pastors like Creflo Dollar and all them, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
These Christian pastors.
They gonna finesse it too.
Yeah.
Because they gonna have people with the chip already. And they gonna be like, look at the marvelous work that we did. They, how they show you these slick ass preachers without
They
having
got power.
and rise up, woman. And it'd be set up. So they might do that, like you said, the chip, have somebody already with the chip, and they do that little act or whatever, and then boom, next thing you know, they telling everybody to take the chip. perception. Why wouldn't you believe it? This man just made somebody literally walk or see.
Right.
That's why it says if it would be possible, even the very elect would be deceived. The only one that's not going to be deceived in the things that's coming is the elect. What you got?
Matthew 24 and 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying I am the Mashiach.
And then what's so crazy is that these off-ass niggas, y'all worship man. Y'all are literally the men that's coming in deceiving. But that's a wolf. That's what a wolf does. You think about those old worshipers. That's it. You know, like what does it say with the grievous wolves have entered in sheep's clothing?
Yeah, entering among you.
Entering among you. So these wolves, they're running plays on you. A lot of you niggas is falling to it, man.
Yep.
You niggas is stupid like Little Red Riding Hood.
Yep.
Wow, what big eyes you have. It's a fucking wolf. You don't know the difference between a wolf and your grandmother?
Right.
That mean that wolf was deceitful as hell. A wolf came into the house, put the grandmother's clothes on, got in the bed, had it where a little girl could not she was deceived to the idea that it wasn't her grandmother. And the same thing's happening in Israel right now with Jake. They look at it. That's right, Nazariah, you got it. Not seeing he's a fucking wolf. That guy, Most High is gonna humble you niggas, man.
And them clowns downtown, man.
I don't even want to, man. I already said my part. That's the most proud niggas in Israel right now.
The scripture said, what, in Proverbs 8, verse 13. Can I just get it first? These are those proud niggas. Well, the Lord hates pride, you know? Just get it right.
Jake's funny, man.
And it's like they don't like with these false teachers, man. They don't have the basics instilled. They don't have the foundation instilled to them. They want to be deep, but they out there with fitted caps on. And 1 Corinthians tell you, no garments, no parmesan, not parmesan with sackcloth on. You got hats on, so they can't even do the basic shit. But Jake could take that and be like, you know.
You believe that shit.
Sunglasses and goddamn.
Yeah, Lokes on, try to preach to it.
Y'all believe, anybody that believes in that, man, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the foreign mouth do I hate. And that's what most of these niggas are doing. Being prideful, being glory,
Yep.
false prophets, not knowing that the Lord's gonna come and destroy their ass.
Yep.
You know?
Well, it's only right that a false prophet would be proud, because a humble prophet is meek.
Yep.
You see, it's counterfeit. We're, like, you know, you ever watch, like, remember your brothers ever see Afro Samurai, the second one?
The resurrection.
Resurrection before himself? They created an Afro Samurai that was literally a demo with the real body. So, like, literally, they stand in front of each other, he moved his hand up and moving with him. That's the same thing in the spirit. They're counterfeit versions of us. Like you said, we move in humbleness, meekness, you know, not seeking vain glory, shamefaced it, the whole nine. They, God, the Lord. Step out there. You know, they had that proud look on them, like, the stance, they got
Yeah, they hold the Bible high as hell and shit.
Lord showed me that.
Stop about this high.
I heard that shit out like, the Lord showed you that. I've never once twisted my lips to say, yeah, the Lord showed me that vision. Hell no.
The Holy Spirit made me do it to you. Like the Lord came down and said,
Directly to you.
Here, Israelite, I'm going to show you. No, man.
Give it to the people.
What? Now, he did that already when he said the angels to the angels.
We're being revealed what's happening, or we're being revealed the true understanding of what already is happening, what's to come.
Right, what's to come.
That whole new vision As I said, man, you better check that spirit, man. Lord, they read Revelations. Well, I know who I know who the tribe of Dan is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, whatever, nigga. Hey, you notice GMS, they never teach you the tribe of Dan is.
Yeah, man.
But they got 100.
Nigga, the truth is,
They can tell you who the tribe of Dan is. But this isn't right.
Yeah, yeah.
right. This song is not right, but they can tell you what's right. Hey, another writer. They going to the tribe of Dan.
Jesus.
But then now, the sign is wrong.
Jesus Christ. The sign is wrong, but they know who the tribe of Dan is.
That don't make no damn sense, man.
Boy, the scripture say Israel's going away backward.
Yep, that's right, Doc.
They're just revolting for the sake of revolting. That's what it is. They're revolting.
The Lord said they revolted and gone.
The whole head is sick. And this is who you people are listening to? Be my fucking guest.
Yeah.
See, I love it. I love the fact that the Most High is setting up these stumbling block camps because it keeps all the demons from us. If you notice over the years, we brothers are coming into the camp. We've had some really, well, all the ones that fell off, like the scoffers now. That was in our camp, really. But the point of it all is like the men that are coming in now, they're more stable, they're more sincere, they're more knowledgeable, they're more in order. So these other camps, they're getting the shit. Get the shit pieces.
They get on the dross.
The dross. That's exactly it.
Get on that.
I love it, man.
They
Do
get on
your
that.
job. You false
Yeah, yeah.
You blind leaders keep the blind.
And you can find like a 50, like you may mine, and you may pull out like a 50-pound piece of silver that after you purify it and clean it and put it through the fire, it may go down to like 20 pounds.
That's right.
But the majority of it is what? Dross.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Lord's polishing Israel all the way up, it's going to be left with only a small remnant, small few that's good. The rest of the 2/3 is just, the majority of this piece of gold that the Lord is polishing is nothing but dross and waste. Man.
Goddamn sludge.
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 That's what Israel is. They're the sludge.
Who's reading? I got this Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 14 and 13. Then said I, our Lord Yahweh, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. I'm going to continue on. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them.
That's why they got to die. That's why they're going to die. Because the Lord didn't send them. Matter of fact, somebody get Deuteronomy 13. That's why the Lord going to kill them, because of the Most High, they prophesy. And then they all got, and how do they deceive you? How do they deceive you, you Jakes that watched them? We want to give all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashim. And then Jake just listens to that and be like, oh, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Here it is. The only truth that come out of their mouth is the first. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. 3 words, 3, 4 words? Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Yep, 3 words. 3 words is the only truth that they say. 5 words? Well, okay, I was trying to say that was 1 word. You know?
Yeah.
3 to 5 words. So 5 words, right? That's the only truth that come out of their mouth. They say all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
Then the earth is flat.
Well, that's
Yeah,
true. Actually,
yeah.
the first thing they say is wrong, because they say all glory. No. Because they use the name, but they take that glory is to them. Because everything after that, after they say the name after that, everything after that is total bullshit. Right? You can't mention me the Israelites, but no, because they don't even have a sign. Bullshit. Okay? They ain't got the truth, man. That's why the Lord said that leave them here and melt them.
Right. Because they're carnal. They can't receive the sign because really they're carnal. Because this sign is spiritual. You know, for instance, you probably have a lot of Reubenites that live in Africa. You might think, oh, well, all Reubenites, because you have a vision of a Native American that they all here and in the South. Nah, man, you got Ephraim in Asia.
Yep.
You got
yeah,
Asher. You got
yeah.
Asher in Greenland. Random places. All right, so it's not according to that. They try to make the sign just so carnal.
Right.
It's spiritual.
It's just them.
It's signals that show.
This is the book. This is what gets you. And then the spirit figures out the rest of it. And this is just this is prophecy, Ezekiel 37 chapter, man.
Oh, but leave it to them, those two sticks are the elect. So we're supposed to go around and gather, we're supposed to gather the elect, bind them together. Straight.
And you'll never see rain again, probably.
Yeah.
Jake with the elect right here. And then when the people come up and see that you got these two sticks together, they're gonna ask you, what is this?
Why do you have two sticks?
Why do you got people found niggas stupid, man.
I got a slave caravan behind you. Like, yeah, this is your way. These are the tribes. Bound together by this rope and this stick here.
Yep. That's why they're gonna start. You niggas, matter of fact, since we believe in faith and in the spirit, we the prophets, we gonna prophesy to you your downfall.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's a part of the mystery. That's part of the mystery.
Okay? You guys can't do that because you guys are just full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about what you got.
This is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third part shall be left therein.
Uh-oh. What's the one to these other camps? What they say? They say that great multitude in Revelation 7 and 9
Yeah.
is 144,000.
Yeah.
So who's that? What is that number? What is that? Read that again.
Count verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
That's right. So 1/3 of the nation of Israel in this land, Babylon the Great shall receive salvation.
Yep, 2/3 of the miracles.
That's it. But then they'll say that, well, y'all don't go into the chart. They don't go into the chart.
They don't believe in the chart.
They don't believe in the chart. Now go to Revelation 7. Go to Revelation 7 and 9. Somebody pull that up on their phone. I want to get that on your phone. How do I get in your phone?
My license. I got it.
Okay. That's why you gotta have the spirit of discernment. You gotta have uncircumcised ears. You gotta be a trained listener. Because if you listen to these niggas, you're not really listening. A lot of Jake are just, like the word Shemai, right? Shemai means to hear, right? But it also means to understand. Because you're not listening just to be listening. You're listening to understand. You gotta understand what these people are saying and be like, oh, that's bullshit. Hear, O Israel, that's right.
And understand.
Understand. That's right.
Yahweh is your power, He is one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, go to Revelation 7 and 9.
This is Revelation 7 and verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne.
Now, Egghead, the way they broke this down, or the way they attempt to break it down, is that the angel was showing John the 144,000.
Wait. Hold on. I got it.
That's what they teach.
Wait, hold on. So when you go, it's like you gotta stop right there because it's like that totally makes no sense. That don't make no sense because when you read from the first verse through 8, it gives you a number, and it gives you the tribes and the nation. 12,000 out of each tribe equals 144,000.
Like,
How you read 9 and still say that's 144,000, but it says there's no number, from all nations.
because what they say is that he used the example of a football stadium. And he's like, when you look at a football stadium and it's full of people, you just see a multitude. You don't know how many people there. I'm like, you idiot. They know how many seats are in it. So if you go to Georgia Tech Stadium to a football game and they say it's sold out, 30,000 people. How do they know it's 30,000? Because 30,000 people walked through the door, had tickets, and are sitting. All the tickets they had is sold out. Matter of fact, when you go to a club, what do they have out here? They have a fire department, right?
Yep.
With a fire marshal will come and be like, we gotta shut you down. It's too many people in here.
Yeah, it's the capacity is full.
So they
because
full
there
in
was a
here.
fire to break out, everybody can't get out safely.
Exactly. So you can't say that that's idiot. That's the stupidity at its finest to say that great multitude there, that no man could number, is the 144,000. So if you show me a stadium with 144,000 men, it might look like a big number, but I know it's 144,000 men there. Now you do that in Revelation. Go to the Greek. You can pull the Greek up on your phone. Go to and. You see how you got simple things for Jake?
Jake ain't gonna get it.
No, after. Get after. After.
And after the
Start with after.
Basic words.
Get after. Because the word after, that alone cuts them. Because it's telling you, this is grammar lesson. See? Because it's telling you that John saw 12,000 out of Judah, 12,000 out of Benjamin. He saw the 12,000, which is 144,000. And then it says, and. So that would mean behind you, correct?
In addition to.
In addition to. Now bring out the definition of it.
Con, this is the word. But after, it says which
What's the word? And the Greek word is Strong's G 3326, which is meta. Meta.
And it says which after behind.
So here's in the forefront. Matter of fact.
Oh man.
Well, I ain't gonna get.
No, get it, brother. You got it, brother.
In the forefront, all right, you're gonna have the 144,000 out of each tribe, and after them, behind them, after they, it's like when you see the football team, and they come out, and then after them, you see some more people come out. Okay, that first group is 144,000, and behind them, after you see them, there's going to be a whole bunch of more people that you're going to see.
But you can't count.
You can't even count them. You know, the 144,000 have already been established. It's already established what Pacific nation they come out of, what tribe they come out of. Okay.
The number behind them is so big that it doesn't matter.
Right, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be.
They're all Israelites, but it doesn't matter
Right.
that it's 12 of them and 12,000 of them, 12,000 of them. It doesn't matter because the elect, the 144,000, that's the ones that's going to receive their glory first. All right. Now read that definition again. That's a clean cut to them, man.
This goes on after, when we read the definition, it says, will, after, behind.
There's another group.
So now read Revelation 7 and 9 through.
Con. This is Revelation 7 and verse 9.
Hey, Baba Bashar, put behind.
Behind?
Yeah, put behind.
Yeah, when you read Revelation.
Yeah. If you get to Revelation 7 and 9, and it says after, put behind it. You see, and just see how. I'm saying.
Yeah, read it. Read it as.
Okay.
Yeah, read it, but say behind instead of after.
All right, Con. All right. This is Revelation 7 and verse 9. Behind this, I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
All right, see how it makes more sense now? Because behind this group is a whole nother group coming out of all the different nations of the world, which we know are the Israelite foreigners.
I want to get another scripture to cut some of the more foolishness they teach. Go to Isaiah 14 and 1. Because Revelation 7 and 9 ties right into Isaiah 14 and 1. Okay, we probably about to close up soon. Yeah, go to Isaiah 14. 14 and 1. Matter of fact, if you want to take a walk, go see when they want to close
Yeah,
up. I'm pretty sure he might have texted me. I think they're closing up now, it looks like.
Yeah, see they closing up.
Isaiah 14.
This is Isaiah 14, verse 1. For Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own
52.
land.
Yep.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Now go into your app and get the word stranger in Hebrew.
Fine.
This is another one of, there's certain scriptures that just unlearn Israelites. What does scriptures say? Not a novice wrestler.
Yep. At least being puffed up.
He's being puffed up.
Yeah.
The scriptures, they butcher. Like, this is one of those ones they butcher. John, the 4th chapter.
Yep.
The woman at the well.
Yeah, well, yeah. That was the beginning of their madness there.
That's what the beginning.
The Samaritan woman. Because they're the good
They're
Samaritans.
the good Samaritans.
And we want to teach all nations because we love the white man. Hey, 2/3 of Israel is weak, man. We got to put our strong,
Forget about it.
they got to be reborn again,
They
man.
got to die. That's why the scriptures say that the judgment shall start in the
The
house of the Lord.
Yep.
Most High got to remove this dread, this sludge. Okay?
Sludge.
Strangers. It's gar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be God.
Yeah. All right, and that definition is sojourner,
Sojourner.
a temporary inhabitant, and he comes lacking inherited rights.
Right. Because, for example, if you were a Judite, I'm gonna get that too. If you were a Judite and you had to go into the land of Simeon, because Simeon and Judah was like right there.
Right.
But it's still Simeon's inherited part of his land. The Judite traveling amongst the Simeon will be a gar, because of him going from his tribe to that tribe, he didn't have no inheritance. That didn't mean he wasn't an Israelite. He was just a stranger to that tribal land.
15 minutes.
Then,
You might have less than that.
I'm going to continue with that.
You might be finishing up in 10.
Yeah. 10.
For foreigners in Israel, those conceded rights.
Right, because
Right, because like I just said.
like you just said, and then add to what the brother's saying, you had Israelites that were scattered in other nations. Listen, we are strangers to our land.
Right, we're strangers right now.
Strangers now. So we're not in our homeland. All right? So the point of it is saying that those strangers found in Isaiah the 14th chapter are Israelites, okay? Now go back to Isaiah 14 and read.
Yeah, that's why it says strangers to the commonwealth of Israel.
Right. They became Gentiles.
They became Gentiles, right.
Know ye not?
Ye were Gentiles?
I'll read for you. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will set and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them.
Strangers, those Israelites, the
Gar.
same one that lost their inheritance rights. All right, so those are Israelites. So those strangers
Shall be joined with them. And they,
That's Revelation 7 and 9.
That's right.
And that multitude.
And that multitude that no man can number, they're going to do what they're going to cleave back. That's why it says in Revelation 7 and 9, they're going to, got a little bit of power. You got an apple? Oh, it's not apple. You got an apple for you. Yeah. But, that's why it says behind. Because they're going to be added unto the 144,000.
Yep.
Okay? They're going to cleave into the ones that were delivered. That's why it says, and they shall cleave into that, because they're going to come out of all them different nations, man. Oh, these are the ones that the Lord saved. You know? The elect that come out of here and 144,000, all the other tribes, all the other ones of the elect around the world, they're going to come back to Israel. New Jerusalem.
They shall, what's it say?
Yeah, a cleave to one that is a Jew. The skirt of him that is a Jew.
when we continue, it says, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Yep.
And the people shall take them
Oh, turn
and
it back
bring
on.
them to their place.
Turned it off.
Yep. What's the place? He just told us.
Yeah.
Didn't it just say in a few words up?
In their own
They
land.
shall set them in their own land. So when the elect
It was just
is
on.
risen up,
Shit.
the rest of the nation is going to cleave unto those that are found as righteous shall cleave unto the house of Israel, or to the elect of Israel, I should say. And then we're going to get our land. It's all prophetic. It all flows together. Go ahead.
Khan. And the house of Israel shall possess. Salah. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
See, that's where Jake get thrown off at. You don't know how to. What do these other camps say? You gotta read it with
Maybe it was already dead.
context.
Yeah, just
There's a bunch of.
I know it was blue.
Because,
As soon as you plug it in,
Like it's colon.
yeah,
These punctuations are stopping points.
mm-hmm.
Like when you read,
There
you
you go.
might read a verse like we was reading in First Maccabees, the 4th chapter. That didn't just happen in one day. See, Jake will read scriptures, right? And they'll read something, and they think that that's all just one flow of motion. It's a stop. This is happening. Stop. That's going to happen. Stop. This is a transition to other things. Now that we have the nation of Israel, the elect is risen. The Most High showed mercy on the elect, right? The great multitude is cleaved unto the house of Israel. The elect. And what's the next step to say? Once they cleave unto him, he shall set them in their own land. So now that we have our own land, what now needs to come with our own land? Then? Servants, slaves. You see, it's steps to it.
Especially if you're going to be the top class of rulers. Rulers need servants, man.
Right. Keep going.
Khan. It says, and they shall take them captives, who captives they
So
will
we're
serve.
144,000 and the great multitude is going to take them captive. Because when we get the bonds of our captivity, Lamentations 4 and 21. Lamentations 4 and 21. Because as we come together as a nation, it's only right. And we're coming up in power. So when we gain our power, what's going with Esau? He's going to lose his power.
I'm not.
Lamentations 4, 21.
You got to stand there because you can see that way.
Lamentations 4, verse 21. All right, this is Lamentations 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
And so it ain't. You know, another thing they teach. Like we can just go field day with all the bullshit they teach. The New Testament, the New Covenant is only for the elect. See, one nigga teach the New Covenant is only for the elect. Another group of niggas teach we're already in the New Covenant, which both are wrong.
Hey, you know what? That's why Paul said he went. What is it? For 3 years, he went day and night crying, warning you about those false prophets, how the previous rules are instrumental amongst you. And then in the letters he talks about some spoil you by saying the resurrection already passed.
That's right.
These are the same guys coming back, man.
Yep.
You know? So that means the prophets, the seers, the ones with the vision, they're manifesting themselves too.
Or they teach that there is no prophet.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well then, if there's no more prophets, how can you say that volcanoes are going to destroy America? Isn't that a future telling?
Something that you got to proclaim to the people.
Right, something that you got to say before it happens?
Then you,
That's all prophet means, to say before.
Brother right here quoted earlier, Ezekiel the 33rd chapter. And then shall you, that whole chapter goes into warning the people of the sword that's coming on the land.
That's right.
And then it says, and then shall the people know that there was a prophet amongst them.
Yep.
Okay, so we're good. Whatever, man, just keep going.
I'm going to start that topic. This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah, so when we get risen up, once the 144,000 is risen up in the great multitude, there's work to be done. And that's when that cup, Esau gonna get that cup, he gonna be enslaved, and we shall surely possess our possessors.
I'm gonna say, hey, well, who's gonna put him in slavery?
Yeah.
Israel, man. So that multitude got to be talking about Israelites because Scripture said that Edom is going to go in slavery, drinking that cup. So it's going to be Edomites, putting Edomites in slavery in the kingdom? No, that multitude is always talking about the Israelites. Hey, we close out on that Matthew 13 because that's going to basically sum up the fact that this gospel, this truth, is only for those that the Lord has given it to.
That's it.
The rest were blinded. Right?
This is Ezekiel 39 and 14. And they shall sever out.
Oh yeah, it's on my face.
Like, I'm going to read that again. This is Ezekiel 39 and 14. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth.
Right, if these nuclear missiles destroy America and the rest of the places around the world, it's going to be the remnant of the Edomite elect, the elites left.
Right.
All right, certain people scattered around the world, and they're going to be severed out. Right, these heathens, they're going to be severed out to go into continual employment. Who's going to do the severing? The Israelites, man. Okay. They shall possess whose possessors. Okay. Or possess their possessors. All right. That's why I said in Revelation 14, Isaiah 14:2, it says, and thou shalt be given rest from the hard bondage in which thou was made to serve. Who's the only one that served hard bondage? Israel. But the Lord is going to flip everything right side up again. You know? So all these, hey man, the truth are manifesting the truth. Only the elect can see. Okay? Lay on that.
Let's see, we're going to look at Matthew 13.
Yeah, we start.
Matthew 13 and verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples.
Who has ears to hear, same thing as who has eyes to see. You gotta have spiritual ears. You gotta, like the brother was saying earlier about hearing is a Shema, you gotta understand too. Those that can understand this. That's what it's talking about. Okay? Go ahead.
Con. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And to them it is not given.
Hey, like the brother was speaking about, that multitude, 144,000, that's a mystery of the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
That's a mystery, isn't it? That's that understanding, all right, that hearing. Yeah, that's not given
I
to...
don't see missiles, huh?
I don't see missiles, huh? Hey, the true understanding of that is not given to every Israelite. Okay?
Now you say,
All right, come here. So wrap
Okay, oh yeah. Because,
For whosoever hath, to him shall be given,
right, the elect. Go ahead.
and he shall have more abundance. For whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath.
These false prophets, keep on.
Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Right, keep going.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which says, By hearing ye shall hear,
which we got already. Isaiah 6, he's quoting. Yahushua was quoting Isaiah 6 and 9.
God, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
Which shows Yahushua was a prophet too.
That's right.
For this people's heart is waxed gross,
like, can't you know where it says the blessing of your eyes?
Yeah.
That's the main part.
And their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes shall have closed. They have closed a lot. Least at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I shall heal them. But blessed are your eyes.
Right, that's what I want to get to. But blessed are your eyes, the elect, those that can see and hear and understand.
And outside
You know?
the Lord gave you.
You know, the mysteries, and they can understand the doctrine. They can sing the song. They can add a beat to it, or they can put some trouble on the voice, make it that much better, pleasing to the ears of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
That's right out.
You know, can flow with the melody. You know,
Come, for they see, and your ears will they hear.
So this chapter already established that some people aren't going to be able to see, ain't going to be able to hear, but blessed is you who can see, who can hear. I just want to throw that out there. So it dealt, that scripture dealt with both sides of the spectrum. So we're going to wrap it up, go and close it up, man. Bring us home. You got it, bro. You close it up.
All right, well, we're going to close it out with that. And we're going to give all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
A double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful 144 elect that's been preaching this word, man. You know, shalom.
Shalom.
That's it.